checking on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. All right, so we're in day whatever of this actor strike, this writer strike. It's obviously been a big deal down in Hollywood, but many celebrities are stepping up and showing support for actors and writers alike.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg included. He had this big show that was scheduled for the Hollywood Bowl, and yesterday he announced, sorry, it's not going to happen, that he stands with the writer's strike. But it was for his 30th anniversary. It involved Dr. Dre. It had already been rescheduled from June to October, and it is no longer taking place. So that was a big one because that's the first musician I think we've seen get behind the writer's strike. But there's tons of really famous people that are joining in now. You've got Bryan Cranston, Brendan Fraser, Christian Slater, Jessica Chastain, and I follow the guy who played Dwight on The Office on Facebook, and he's been posting pictures of him and half of the cast of that show.
Oh yeah, Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. If you are one of these actors, I mean, these writers are your backbone.
Right.
I'm not trying to say that these actors also don't know how to write, but I'm just... The writers are the backbone. They're the unsung heroes behind the scenes.
Well, and also for your fellow actors, because, you know, we see these A-listers, and of course we know that some of the biggest celebrities in Hollywood obviously make a lot of money and have a very cushy life. But for the vast majority of actors, writers, performers, there is not money to be made unless you are at the very, very top. They have no health insurance, they have no benefits, they are paycheck to paycheck. So to see these guys using their platform and their influence to support their fellow actors and writers, I think is great.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, even trending on TikTok, there were some of the actors from Orange is the New Black, which was like one of the original series for Netflix that was like a really big deal, got tons of viewership and numbers, and they're seeing their residual checks are like 28 cents, and that apparently while they were filming seasons, most of them were still working second jobs. Like, that's the majority of the actors, is they're working multiple jobs just to try to follow their dreams still.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is just wild to believe. And it's going to be really interesting to see if Snoop Dogg is kind of like the leader of the pack and if more musicians start to come out and support this cause. Because, I mean, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the evolution of Snoop Dogg. Because 30 years ago, when that album Doggy Style came out, people used to steamroll his albums and CDs in parking lots. He went on trial for attempted whatever. And here we are today, and he's taken the lead to stand in support with unity of the actors and writers of America.
He's quite the savvy businessman. I think he sees the value in paying people for their work. You know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he donated. He made a 7-figure donation to SAG-AFTRA to support their fund, because right now a lot of these actors and writers that are on the picket lines, I mean, they're not working, and they do not have the savings to be able to pay their rent, pay their bills. So SAG-AFTRA has a fund that is helping them through a lot of that stuff. So yeah,
that's
lots
great.
of people stepping up.
That's awesome.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and talk about the Barbie movie without giving any spoilers away. I've seen it twice now, and I love it. But it's been interesting to hear about some of the other actors who were in the running to play different roles, but didn't actually make it into the movie.
Yeah, there were 3 frontrunners to play Ken that didn't make it in the movie, and it's because when they were filming, it was during COVID restrictions, and they would have to commit to 3 months in London, and a lot of them just couldn't make it work with their schedules. And so the big ones were Dan Levy, which is like, what? He would have been amazing. I haven't seen it yet, so I know Ryan Gosling did a great job, but I'm a huge fan of his. Ben Platt and Bowen Yang.
Interesting.
Those are not the names I would... wait, let me ask this.
I don't necessarily think that these guys were in the running for
Ryan Gosling's
Gosling, like the stereotypical Ken, because all of the other guys in the movie are also Ken, except for Alan. There's only one Alan. But
which, by the way, Alan was originally supposed to go to Jonathan Groff from Glee.
Wow.
And he couldn't film, and so that's how they ended up with Michael Cera.
That's so interesting
That is...
to me.
I would have loved to see any of these actors in it, but Dan Levy is... what he did with Schitt's Creek is it's so good. It's so good.
But Ryan Gosling, I will say, on the air, I was like, I don't know about this guy before the movie.
Nailed it.
I will eat humble pie. He was fantastic. Well done. Bravo,
Can't
Ryan.
wait to see it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.
And Mike, you could have been Ken. You can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.